Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another ISCA podcast series. In today's era where data is one of the biggest assets of any organizations, we all know that the auditing function is rapidly evolving with the power of artificial intelligence. Hence, for this episode today, we will have a discussion with Eric, Vice President in charge of revenue and partnership from our partner, Techvify Software. And the specific topic that we will discuss today is AI automation in auditing. And for those of you who may not be familiar, Techvify Software is one of the top technology firms and specializing in providing software development and IT consulting solutions for large enterprises. And they have a team of over 500 talented engineers. And Techvify is known as a strategic partner in complex sectors such as banking, finance, manufacturing, e-commerce. And they are strategic partners of billion-dollar revenues corporations such as KPMG and SP Group. To help them implement smart technologies to optimize operations and risk control. And with their deep understanding about AI, combined with practical experience in financial and auditing processes, they are the best partner that we can have a discussion today. So Eric, welcome. If you can tell just one truth about AI that auditors must know, what would it be?
Yep. So, hello, folks from ISCA. Thank you very much for having me here today. And it's my pleasure to join this section. So, to answer your question, the one truth or like the reality that auditor must embrace in today's technology is that auditing has evolved from a sampling exercise into a fully data-driven discipline. So, modern organizations nowadays generate data with an overwhelming amount of volume, velocity, and complexity. And AI is the most efficient way to gain true visibility and control over 100% of those information, right? So AI is transforming the auditor from a checklist-driven reviewer to a strategic insight partner, basically providing the capability to identifying pattern, anomaly, emerging risks in real time. But to be honest, AI really won't replace the human auditor, right? Instead, their role is to elevate the impact, amplifying the judgment, skepticism, and of course, advisory value. Yeah. So in short, AI is the engine for the modern assurance. And to me, auditor who embrace this new engine, this new technology, will define the future of their profession.
Oh, wow. That is such a compelling perspective to open our discussion today. Of course, today we will discuss further with you how Techvify apply all those knowledge and experience to help, especially for auditing industry. But before we start our discussion, how do you think AI is transforming the business operations, and which field, which industry are impacted first?
Yeah, so absolutely. I think AI is transforming business operation in three major ways, right? The first one, of course, increasing speed. Second one, improving accuracy and enhance decision making. So across industry, we already see a clear shift from manual retrospective process to real-time data intelligence, right? So instead of waiting for like a monthly or quarterly report, leader can now see risk, performance indicator of their team, potential anomaly at the time that they appear.
So real time.
Yeah, real time. There's no need to wait anymore. So your action can come faster, right? And the area that feeling this impact the most are the one who, let's say, rely heavily on data or follow a strict rule or processes. Things like finance, risk management, compliance, supply chain, and of course, like in our case, right, auditing. So those functions, those areas, they generate an enormous volume of amount of data every day. And it's almost inhumanly impossible to process all of them manually immediately. Yeah. And so AI is like the only technology capable of handling that scale effectively. And that's exactly why I think auditing is one of the first beneficiary of AI transformation, right? Because after all, auditing is built on top of data integrity,
Right.
verification, and transparency. So all of which AI is directly enhanced.
I love how you mentioned the areas or the industry that heavily rely on data will be impacted first. So let's just focus on auditing industry. So how do you think AI can transforming this industry?
Yeah, so that's a very great question. So we've seen AI automation already playing a huge role in modernizing traditional audit workflow, right? So in many organizations, audit process, manual audit process still rely on legacy system and manual check. Basically reviewing spreadsheet, reconciling financial record, or validating compliance across fragment data sources. So with AI, you can automate much of that. For example, it can cross-check transactions across multiple systems, detect anomaly, and even generate report in real time. So these will help auditor focus more on analysis and less on repetitive work. We've also seen automation bridging the gap between legacy ERP system and modern data platform, allowing smoother data transition, extraction. So instead of like an auditor having to spend hours on cleaning data, checking the data,
Right.
now they will be equipped with clean, verified data set ready for decision making.
So auditing usually involve millions of records, right? We would like to understand a bit more how AI can help all the data processing and detection today.
Yeah. So I think AI has dramatically changed the way an auditor handling large-scale data set. So traditionally, reviewing millions of records means that you have to sample, you have to manual check, and sometimes accepting that anomaly might be misses.
Right.
So AI completely flipped that with 100% data coverage and high-speed processing, right? So modern AI model, they can scan transaction across multiple systems. They can reconcile mismatches and then highlight the outlier in seconds instead of days. So each cast consistency that don't fit the expected behavior. For example, unusual timing for transaction, duplicate vendor payment, or abnormal approval pattern in a company.
I see. How about document review?
Yeah, I mean, like document review for auditor usually is a big part
Right.
of the
One
biggest,
of the
right?
biggest pain points, right?
Yeah, the biggest time-consuming part of auditing, right? So, which NLP now it can also automate a large part of
So
it. as well.
NLP it stands for natural
language processing.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So with NLP, right, you can extracting key field, you can comparing them with contract term, identifying compliance gap, and summarizing large document instantly, right? So instead of like human auditor, they have to spend hours reading through hundreds or thousands of contract, invoice, and report. With NLP, they can classify the document for you.
Right.
They can put out relevant insight, and they can flag missing information.
So I understand that in short, AI will help save time for everyone.
Yeah.
But how much time or less effort can the company save?
Yeah. So at Techvify, we're working with multiple enterprise on this type project, and from our observation, company can realistically save 50 to 70%.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, of the time they spend on document analysis, review, processes, and tasks that used to take days. Right now can only take instantly or be completed in hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
More importantly, right, the AI will provide the auditor with cleaner, structured data set. So the time they spend now will be more on interpretation and decision making, not data extraction.
Is it possible if you can share to the audience like a a practical project that you did for one of your clients?
Yeah, so absolutely. I think one of the cases on the top of my mind is our collaboration with one of the leading global manufacturer. Yeah. So their core challenge is quite simple, right? They have multiple branch and multiple factory all around the world.
Right.
So you can imagine the amount of contract and invoice they're receiving every month. Yeah, those things they come from multiple vendor in multiple format and multiple language.
Right.
So before we're applying AI, right? All of the information must be input manually into their ERP system.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
by their staff member. So you can already see the amount of effort and the risk of error and delay by human, right? So when we meet them, they have a very clear goal, is to bring automation into their financial operation, from invoice processing, contract processing to reporting, and give their finance and audit team real-time visibility into their financial status.
Wow, that's great. So can you describe a little bit more how did you do that?
Yeah, so the first one is always we start with the deep discovery phase with both the finance team and their IT team. Yeah, so that we can map out the entire business process and see the area where we can automate for them. Right. So our team then developed an AI-powered automation framework combining with RPA and OCR. So the system now automatically extract and validate invoice data and contract data for them. They will check it again, the compliant rule, and they will upload clean, verified information directly into the ERP without any manual intervention.
Right.
Yeah. So the impact was significant, right? After we finished the project and we review it with our client, roughly 70% of all of those documents become fully automated, with the accuracy reaching nearly 99%.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So beyond just saving the hours, right? You can really see how much hours were saved. It dramatically improved the data quality, consistency, and traceability. So that's a really big advantage when audit season arrives, right?
Right. For your information, RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation, and OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition. So I think with all that impressive result, right? So your client is a global manufacturing. So how about let's say for audit industry, what trend do you foresee? What will happen in the future?
Yeah. So now we are talking about automation, right? But then, like in the near future, we're moving from automation into intelligence.
I see.
Yeah. So for me, I think AI won't just execute audit tasks that you told it to do anymore, right? It will help auditor with analyzing pattern, predict risk, and even provide insight proactively. Yeah. So one of the things that we'll see the rise is the continuous auditing, where AI system can monitor transaction and control in real time. Yeah. So later now, instead of waiting for quality report or let's say annual assessment, the auditor can detect anomaly and compliance risk the moment they occur. Another big trend is going to be predictive analytics. So imagine a system that can flag areas that may or have a high chance of material misstatement or fraud before an audit even begins. So that's not science fiction, by the way. We're already seeing this in data-driven organization.
So we are talking about continuous auditing and predictive analysis.
Yeah.
How real is that trend?
Yeah, like it's not really like they are absolutely not a buzzword, right? They are quickly becoming a practical reality for data-driven organization. So with the power of AI, right? AI make it possible to monitor control in real time, detect anomaly instantly, right? And surface early risk indicator long before any traditional review would have. So there's no need for waiting for like quarterly, monthly, annually assessment. Now auditor can identify issue the moment they occur. I believe this fundamentally reshape the audit life cycle from transforming it from a retrospective checkpoint into a continuous proactive assurance model.
So it's like it will be checked continuously.
Yeah.
No need to wait for a quarter or monthly to check all
Yeah.
your financial record or everything. Right?
Yeah, so you can have a practical view on all of those important data in real time.
In real time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating. But just curious, what do you think is the things that companies need in order to execute on that?
Yeah, I think there are three major points for those to work effectively, right? The first one and the most important one is the centralized and high quality data. Yeah. Technology like continuous auditing, they depend on clean and connect data source that provide a single source of truth. The second thing is modernized system or AI bridge for legacy system, right? So if data stay in different silo or get stuck in silo, predictive analytics cannot perform reliably. Yeah. So system, they will need integration, whether through modernization or intelligent AI bridge. Yeah. The third one is strong governance and auditor readiness.
Right.
After all, human is the one who's using AI, right? So the company, they must establish very clear policy and transparency around AI usage. And of course, auditor will be the one who's using this, so they must be equipped with the ability to interpret AI generate insight confidently. And when these three things come together, I think continuous auditing and predictive analytics can become the natural default.
Well, I think it sounds both exciting but intimidating at the same time. So I'm just curious, what's your view on the risk that AI will replace some of the auditing roles?
Yeah. That's a very common question, right? And I think like some company, they have tried to replace other function fully with AI, and we already see how that goes, right? So for me, it's not gonna happen because like we are good at two different things.
Right.
So AI is very good at data collection, pattern recognition, and rule-based processing, right? But it can replace human judgment, skepticism, or ethics.
Right.
Yeah, and I think what changing is the skill set, right? Because auditor of the future, they will spend less time on manual tasks and will be more on interpreting data, questioning the AI data output, or making strategic recommendation. So I think we call this shift AI power assurance, where auditor and AI system work side by side. So at Techvify, right, when we build automation system leveraging AI, we always emphasize human in the loop design.
Right.
Meaning the AI will enhance but never override professional judgment.
So in summary, AI, we still need human.
Yep.
Because human is the one who, I'm not a developer, but I understand that human is the one who control, right? Who finally control the and have the final call over your AI solution, right? So it sounds like for sure AI cannot replace human.
Yeah.
Eric, thank you a lot for sharing your perspective today. And I think so far we have discussed with you, explored with you how AI is transforming the business operations of different, in general and in auditing industry specifically. If you say one last thing or one piece of opinion for the target for our audience, what would it be?
Yeah, I think one thing is start applying AI, right? Because like the companies who doesn't apply or leverage AI is prone to get behind other company. Yeah.
Wow, that's a great perspective. Thanks for providing valuable perspective and practical sharing today. I think that there are still a lot of other things that due to time limitation. So for this episode, we just briefly explore or discuss how AI help automate auditing works or paper works. But there are other aspects, for example, ethical considerations when working with AI, or what's the limitation of AI, right? But I guess we will do it in the next episode then.
Yes, of course.
And so I guess that's the end of our very brief podcast today. Thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to welcoming you to the next episode soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.